Okay, Capricorn, you're up. So, what's going on with Capricorns this month? Quick announcement before we get too far into it. I am running a contest. Originally, it was supposed to end a couple days ago, but nobody's won yet. So, you can go check out the Synchronicity Surprise video if you want to enter. Whoa. Okay. Hold on one sec. I dropped some cards that got so far that it was going to take me more effort than just reaching over to get them. So I honored the way they fell too. We have some stuff going on in the distance for you, I would say. But anyways, enter the contest. It's really simple, really easy. It's just watching videos pretty much. No information required. So you can go check that out. Other than that, oh boy, yeah, okay. Capricorn. Should we take them? I see a disc, so I'm going to. Feels like there's a little bit of gap here, but I feel like it's supposed to really represent, there's something kind of going on in the distance. Okay, I don't know. Let's see what it is, Capricorn. I don't want to put that up there, even though usually the first solo card I get, I do put up there. So, I can't put that one up there either. That's not fair. They're the 7 of the discs and the 10 of discs, which is failure and wealth. So if I was like, no, I don't want to put the failure up there, I can't just go and put the wealth up there either. They're a pair now, right? Let's see what's going on. Okay, so again with this distant shit, this came straight on its side. I'm gonna put this like over here. Hopefully I don't forget it. This is a lot. Oh my god, this is so much. I was also trying to make the Thoth reading shorter so that I could go in more with the oracles, but at the same time, I hope you can hear all right. The water started going. Okay, so I don't know if it'll actually help, but I just figured the water, it to me is very loud. I don't want to stop the video and find out, so I just moved the mic closer, so hopefully that helps. And because I was interrupted, I'm going to call it. I got to stop pulling these. Anyway, I was trying to do shorter Thoth readings and longer Halloween Oracle readings, but this is a whole goddamn mess, Capricorn. I don't even have one at the top, but I'm going to do the top and bottom of the deck. Oh, it stopped again, so maybe it didn't need to move the mic. So dramatic. And now there's more cards, and I can't take it, Capricorn. What is all this? This is supposed to be short, and now it's a mess. Okay, I'm going to move this back. Wait. But you know what I'm going to say because of all that little fiasco we were just having? Speak up. Speak up. If you've got something to say to someone, if you just haven't been really speaking your mind, it's time, Capricorn. You need to speak up. I don't even know. I didn't even realize I set those cards down. Oh, to pick up the mic. I'm going to leave them there. All right. That's it for you. You don't get any more cards. This is crazy. This feels like half the deck. What is going on, Capricorn? Like a personal reading. Perfect. Top and bottom. Top, 2 of Cups, love. Bottom, the universe. So it's not even bad. That's what I don't get about this already. Is like, these are two of the most amazing cards in the deck, you have to admit. You know, like, oh, it's Capricorn season. You get $10 off a personal reading. It's really funny. I just said, book a personal. You have like a couple more days here to get $10 off any reading for yourself only because it's a birthday season special. So, yeah, go ahead and do that. Email me, DM me, whatever you gotta do. But yeah, bottom of the deck is the universe. So I don't really know what your problem is here. You have all the love in the world, basically. It's like all working out for you, and it's good. I shouldn't be getting into it. I gotta keep shuffling. Okay, so Ronov for work stuff, money and shit. Makes sense. Perfect. That was really quick, which, yeah, we need that. Thank you, little demons. And then any added messages? Yeah. Okay, that one came out pretty quick, too. Ouch. Ouch. That's good. I usually only get 2 cards with these the first time around, but I think we will have something pretty special coming out. So far, it hasn't really been anyone, but I was thinking, like, damn, I should have tried to channel some of the Capricorns whose birthday was last week, because we had MLK was a couple days ago, and Muhammad Ali was a few days before that, and then Albert Hoffman was a few days before that. And I didn't think to try and channel any of them, but I feel like someone's going to come up. I know Mac Miller is a Capricorn, but I haven't seen anyone celebrate his birthday yet this season. So we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, so 2 of Cups, love. Yeah, everything's Gucci. I don't know what else to tell you. You're in love. Maybe all these complicated things and all this stuff going on in your, possibly in your mind, but also with your money and your time, right? It's maybe not having anything to do with your relationship. You might be in a place where you're vibing with love, like you really have changed your frequency and you are in a fucking state of love. If you're not really in love, okay? But I'm seeing it positive either way. Lots of love going on. Self-love, love with between like a parental child kind of bond, or even friendships. Whatever it is, I'm feeling it's more like either you're in love, that's great, or it's a true self-love. Okay, so I don't know, some of your relationships might not be everything, and you're like, I don't know, I don't want to sit here and dictate that just yet, but chances are, relationship, there's a lot of love, but especially with the self right now. Okay, by the end of Capricorn season, you're feeling good again. Knocks you down at first and then builds you back up, sends you on your way. Okay, I love that. It's good. And first things first. Okay, so if you are dealing with an air sign's been killing it this week. I don't even know. I think so, anyway. It's been really random. It's weird. A lot of the readings... Damn, water turned back on. It doesn't seem that loud, though, does it? You need to speak up. If you are dealing with an air sign, speak up. Especially a Gemini. Okay, because this is the Lovers card, which the Lovers is the Gemini card. So it can represent a intimate relationship, but at the same time, it could also be a Gemini, and it can also be a decision that needs to be made. We also have the Ace of Swords paired with it. And so this is like your chosen battle, what you're choosing to put your efforts into kind of thing. So you might be really fixated on this particular Gemini. You may be willing to work in your relationship, but either way, if it's intimate with an air sign, good. If it's any other type of dynamic with a Gemini, good. If it's a decision you need to make, then I'm not saying what the decision is, but that it does need to be made sooner than later. Okay. Yeah. So this was a little separate, and then over here there's another separate thing, and I'm sensing like a huge family dynamic, and it can be your family, or if you have a family, if that makes sense, because I see the Queen of Cups and the Prince of Discs, and that definitely seems like a mother and son, especially in a Capricorn reading. All right, so I almost am more inclined to say you're the son, but you might have a wife and have a son kind of thing, or you might be with a water sign who would show up as the feminine regardless, but earth and water are the feminine. So you could be the queen and still have an earth sign son, but I'm sensing you are the son here. It's kind of what I'm getting. But if you're a daughter, then maybe you have a son. Okay. If it's not that, if there's not a specific relationship in that fashion on your mind or in your life, right, then could just be the Queen of Cups being like really driven, really compassionate, super loving, wanting to nurture, ready to tend to people's wounds kind of thing. And you're like getting into that and you're feeling that mindset. But there is something holding you back. Okay? And it's almost like maybe financial. I cannot tell if that's a cat or if that's the water. Hello? That is almost creepy. But whatever I was just saying is going to be really important. Money is standing in your way for some reason. Maybe you are hesitant to make an investment in your healing, or you've made... It seriously sounds like a fucking animal. And there is a cat here, but it is weird. I don't know how to explain. It just came out of nowhere. I've been timing when the water's on and when it turns off. And so it's weird that it would just have started in that moment, even if it is just the water. If it's the cat, she came up at this certain time, you know? Even though I think my cat's a Scorpio. Holy shit, I don't know. But this is, if it's not the mother-son dynamic, then yeah, there's something you've decided you want to do. But for some reason, like, finances are kind of getting to you. Your money's not what it used to be. You don't know how to invest in your mind and your wellness right now. Even though you want to, and you're totally there, and you even want to help people is part of that motherly nurturing aspect of the Queen of Cups, but you financially can't do it. Okay, so lots of shit going on here, but maybe that's the key with this Gemini characters. You're really supposed to work with them, right, and help each other even. But also, whatever this decision is, might be holding you back from this sort of prosperity that you are really on the brink of. Okay, to get the Two of Cups and the Queen of Cups as some of the first cards, but your cup cards looking good, because cups, they're all, I mean, every element is ups and downs. God damn it, that was already 12 and a half minutes. This is going to be so long, Capricorn. I'm going to try to be quick about it though. I really am. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I feel like sometimes my Capricorn videos get a lot of views too, so it might just be there's a lot of people who need different messages. So you got to understand it might not all apply to you, and if you zone out, it's not a terrible thing. Sometimes I do that, where I just zone out and I get the messages that I need. You don't necessarily need the whole thing. So I have a feeling that Capricorns don't like the longer videos, but sometimes it happens, man, especially because it's Capricorn season. Let's go in, okay? Seven of Discs, failure. Yeah, this is, we knew this was coming. We knew this was here. You're welcome for not making it the focus of the whole reading, right? We'd rather this be about love than finances at the end of the day. And again, when I say love, I mean operating on the frequency of love kind of thing. Not just that you are obsessed with your relationship or anything like that. You just genuinely are feeling the love lately, okay? Seven of Discs, failure. Yeah, something happens. I don't want to say divorce. I feel like Capricorn, it always feels like divorce, and I don't know that it's necessarily about a breakup or anything. I just think almost like Capricorns are very decisive and they're very grounded, and I think when they make a decision or they decide to cut someone off, divorce comes to mind because they are very certain, they're ready to sign the papers, they are content and over it and whatever. So it's not necessarily that you're, I mean, hey, shit, you might be going through a divorce. I don't know. And I'm not saying there's going to be a breakup, but there's like a huge divorce at play. And it's leaving you financially in the dust, basically. And it, you know, again, it doesn't have to be a physical divorce. It can be more of a bond thing too. There was a lot of deep bond talk this week for some of the other signs, so I don't know why divorce came to my mind, and it has before for Capricorn. So it's just stuff you got to think about. It's also Seven of Discs, so if you are going back to relationships, then Earth sign, here's that weird thing, is it's 7 and 10 together. Could even be two earth signs together, because I do recall the Capricorn videos having a lot of earth energy. Despite the fact that you are earth, it's still like, okay, you are pretty likely dealing with another earth sign, sure. But financially, just as kind of confusing. It almost makes more sense to attribute this to two different people. But it's like 7 of discs failure, so maybe there was some kind of huge cost, right? Where it just left you like, damn, I gotta wait till next paycheck kind of thing, or I might have to sell something, or I gotta refinance. Okay, something went on where it was like, yikes. And in the last Capricorn reading, it was like somebody was taking your money, basically, which maybe is why divorce comes to mind. But there was just something where it was just like, fuck. But wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. You got the 10 of discs. Wow, so cool. Back in action. Like, didn't really actually do any damage. It's like an incident, okay? Could be like an accident or something where it costed money. But yeah, I mean, you really recover so quickly. It's almost as if it didn't even happen. That's Capricorn. On the money every time, right? So could be like earth sign dynamic where one person's not pulling their weight and the other person's great kind of thing, or it's like something real bad happened, something expensive happened, but you are fine. You are bouncing back, already bounced back, or will bounce back and have way more than you maybe even think you do. Where this loss that you think is going to affect you so greatly didn't even really, you know? And then 3 of Swords, sorrow in reverse. It don't hurt. Like I said, divorce, I think, is a good word because it's very concise. It's legal. It's binding. You're just, I mean, you're basically saying, say la vie. What is it? That's not a goodbye. I just looked it up the other night because I was singing the song. I don't know what it means. Don't remember. But you're feeling fine. You're really feeling fine. It's almost like somebody tried to screw you over and they didn't. And you're like, bye. I don't care. I'm not upset about this. Right? There was not even a betrayal, but like being used is what bothered you. And that's why it was easy for you to walk away. You're not holding on to those feelings at all. Good for you, Capricorn. Good for you. For real. Okay. Moving into more earth energy, right? I'm getting that this is more financial than the earth relationship. It was a little side note, but really probably was about money and just being able to come back from anything and not caring what anybody does. But 4 of discs, power. For people, for things, for monuments to your life, okay? Whatever gets you feeling in control, you got it, right? It's a nice little dynamic, little squad there, okay? Face down card. The Hierophant, face down, 9 of Swords. Okay, looking interesting with the Taurus, perhaps. It's not that these are totally separate. This might be a continuation of the same story. But what's going on here? Of course, the Hierophant being the Taurus doesn't actually have to be a Taurus. It can represent your own earth energy. It can represent who the Hierophant is. Honestly, in my opinion, I get that Capricorn's the devil, but Capricorn is very Hierophant-y too. You know, it's just Taurus because it comes earlier in the tarot deck, I think. But something going on, and you're absolutely taking it out on yourself. You're torturing yourself, suffering. It's almost like you've decided and committed to your own suffering. Why? Why? We'll find out why, but ask yourself why, because that's really what this is. Okay, the Hierophant is kind of like a man of tradition. He's super wise, but he's got a plan and he's sticking to the plan, and there's really no budging with it. It was just 1919 on the time, and then it was 119 in real life. Yeah, I liked that. Don't know what's going on with the Hierophant being so set in his ways or on a very specific path here. / earth energy, stability, grounded. Again, very wise, ancient wisdom. He's been studying for a long time. People come to him for information, but you can't fuck with him either. Big Taurus energy, because it's the Taurus card, but also, yeah, Taurus is about that. And then a couple more face down, and then the Nine of Swords. Really, like, maybe even a little bit of addiction. The thing is, I do often see this card and think of the Devil, which is the Capricorn card. So it might be in one of these face down areas. I don't know. There's a lot more cards. God damn it, this is already 20 minutes, Capricorn. What the hell is going on? You know, it's like, God. But you're still sitting at your throne. So again, love and all those discs and the power and everything. It's just like weird for you, I think. Absolutely torturing yourself to bits. Over what, though? What's this? Six of Cups, pleasure. Some pussy? No, I'm just kidding. Sorry. Power and pleasure. I like that. Alliteration's always a good thing, isn't it? And it's 4 and the 6. That would make 10. So I think that's a good balance. Feminine and feminine. If you're dealing with a water sign, yeah, that could be a good thing for you, right? Very ionic. Very feminine. Yeah. Those are both really solid cards. I like that. And then you factor in Taurus, maybe, or the plan for yourself, what you are doing, right? You're like, yeah, I have everything I need. I'm feeling really good, but also I'm doing something. I'm busy. I'm in the middle of a thing, right? Kind of thing, kind of energy, I guess. And then what's after that? Five of Swords, defeat. Well, that might not be everything. It might not be resolved, but just given up on. Five of Swords, defeat. It's just like giving in. It is what it is, however it is, right? Princess of Swords. Okay, so it's like you haven't let it go. It's I feel like it might be really hard for you right now. Getting this sort of energy that maybe if the Queen of Cups was a mother and it's a mother who's passed on, it may have been more recent or something, or this is around the time when they passed, or because it's your birthday, it makes you think of her. So if that's the case, then I think that's what it is. And it's almost starting to interfere with other aspects of your life, especially if you have a Taurus mother, I'll add. You could be dealing with a Taurus. This could be more about work and shit, where it's like your career or your passion, chasing your dream almost kind of thing, but unchanging, unwavering, completely dedicated to this shit. Not in the Hanged Man sense, but in the Hierophant sense. So, well-educated, well-learned, well-studied, very thorough and meticulous plan that you are following. So, despite the fact that you have your power and your pleasure here, and possibly your partner, with all this, like, loving energy in the air, there's still this other thing. And you've come to sort of a draw with it, where you're like, I'm a little bit being stopped on my path, but I'm a little bit not giving it up. What do I do now? It's a draw. Defeat, Five of Swords. And then the Princess of Swords is like, I didn't give up yet. A little bit of a push. She might even be an antagonist. Okay? Doesn't necessarily have to be a protagonist. Could be an antagonist for you. Princess of Swords can really swing either way. In this scenario, I feel like it might be you kind of throwing a sword in there, because when you think about it, one more sword to this Five of Swords would make it a Six of Swords, which would be science, which would indicate things working out. So it's almost like a last-ditch effort, but maybe not in the best way either. Them or you, or total third-party rando, where if you're the Capricorn, maybe dealing with the Taurus, this might refer back to an air sign. I do feel it's more like you, if anything, where, again, last-ditch effort, but it almost just backfires, and it's too much. And then you're just stuck torturing yourself. Self-sabotage. I don't know, it's cruelty. Cruelty is all within, you know, and it's possibly addiction. So, tough one, you know? Tough one. It's like you can't look away, but holding on just hurts. You gotta do something. Remember the speak up at the beginning of the reading? Your partner may have no idea that you have these dreams but you're ready to settle for the life that you have with them, kind of thing, that you feel like you have to give them up, but you don't want to. It might just be about you speaking up instead of trying to do it on the low or some shit, you know? It's like you have to help yourself, but you have to be honest through the process. Holy fuck, there's so many more cards left. That fucking Taurus video was like 50 minutes long. All the other ones were like 25 to 35 minutes. Taurus, 50 minutes. And this shit is already 25. So I'm sorry, y'all, but this is about to be a fucking long one. Take a little intermission if you need to. Okay. Resume. There's still this shit over here and this shit over here, but we're just gonna weigh your options, okay? Sounds like there's a lot going on. Sounds like you might be needing to decide between, could be between people, it could be between lives, different paths, it could be between your desires and your necessities, or your reality versus your daydream, okay? Two paths. On one hand, the Priestess, you know sort of which way you need to go. You know already. You know this. And with this little Princess of Discs here, referring right back to the Prince of Discs, going back to the mother-son relationship, going back to the Queen of Cups and the Prince of Discs. It's almost like, who would you be if she were with you? Right? If it's that mother dynamic. Could be thinking of your child, if it was a child, prioritizing them, their needs over everything. Could be referring to the situation with the Taurus. Could also be referring to, if that situation, as I briefly mentioned, might be business or career or, you know, chasing the dream. It could be about investing, making the investment. It can be a few of those things. It probably can't be all of those things, but if you're really feeling it, then take it, you know. But at the end of it, I would say make the investment in the person, in the kid, in the career. Make the investment, and you know that. You know this, like you have or can budget, and like I said, you fucking hit a bump in the road and kept driving, right? You fucking drove on the flat, changed that shit, and got right back at it, kind of thing. So you know that you can do this. And it's almost like someone was trying to take your shit so you couldn't do this. Or they were trying to spend your money so that you couldn't spend your money. But it's like, you can literally fuck me up so hard. Even if it's just the universe. Right? But you know you can do this. Make this step. Take this step. Water these plants. Water these roots. Okay? It's all in you. On this side, we have face down, reverse Knight of Discs, face down, face down. See all this energy? It's almost like going back to the Taurus thing, because on one hand, Princess of Discs, taking the step, making the move, saying yes. On the other hand, reverse Knight of Discs, yikes, without them. Or you, in whatever position, lacking, okay? Not staying in that Ten of Discs energy at all, right? What is the decision? The Chariot, moving forward as you are. Possibly Cancer, possibly going, if you have to make a decision between like a water and an earth sign or something like that, moving towards the water sign. If you're dealing with a Cancer, if you are sticking to your current situation in any way, shape, or form, you continue down this road. Hello, you're still being ass dumb about this money situation. I really feel like there's someone in your life who is draining you financially, and you are letting them get away with it. For what? For what? For what? You hate that more than like anything. You'd rather someone fucking do you wrong in almost any other goddamn way than fuck with your money, okay? Why are you letting them do this? Whoever they are. I feel like it could be a roommate. It could be a partner. It could be a family member, okay? Whatever it is. Referring back with the Nine of Swords. Could be someone else's addiction, okay? Where you're all caught up in these fields, and then this Prince of Swords could be some air signs, like a sibling or something. Anyone, whoever it is, somebody is draining you of your money. And if you continue down this path, you're really going to feel it. Okay, right now you can bounce back, that's fine. But if you let this shit continue, oh, you will not be bouncing back like that. Nine of Wands, strength. It gets a whole lot more emotional. And then Prince of Swords. No change. No fucking change. No fucking change. You're like, oh God, I'm getting pissed for you, Capricorn. What even is that? You know you're supposed to be doing this shit. You're supposed to be focusing on your career, investing in yourself, investing in whoever. And you know what? Your relationship could be included on this side if this person is not your partner, right? This can be about a bit like an investment or finances and still be like, yeah, you know this is the right person or whatever. Like, you know this isn't about your spouse or girlfriend or husband or whoever, right? You know that's not them. But if it is them, especially if they're an air sign, I'm getting the sense that it's maybe not the partner in the situation, but there is someone. And when you continue to do things for them, you continue to spend your money or let them borrow money or whatever the situation is, really reverse Knight of Discs. And it takes everything in you to keep going. With strength comes great resilience, right? Emotionally getting a little fired up, getting up there. And then Prince of Swords, they don't even change their behavior. They get worse. I'm getting this weird sense that it might be about a dog. Is that weird? I feel like this might be about a dog. Don't know what kind of dog. It's like bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay bow wow yippee yo yippee yay. Could be like a fuckboy kind of dog. Could be like a bark bark kind of dog. Could be like metaphorical dog. I don't know. I was thinking like I don't know. In the middle, on its side, your deciding factors. They're all on the side. I think they're all facing the same way, so that'll be easy for us to figure out. It's either going to go upright and be what it is, or it's going to go upside down. So if you really want to see change in this person, you want them to become this Queen of Swords, right? This is what you're going to have to do. Ace of Wands, put in that effort. Really connect emotionally. Put them first, even if they really need that kind of help. If you really want to see them succeed and overcome whatever it is that they're dealing with, or if it's you, if you are the Princess of Swords, the Prince of Swords, and you want to be the Queen of Swords instead, where you're a little more precise, you're kind of at war rather than in the midst of battle, right? Because there is an art to war. You're really going to have to tap in emotionally. You're going to have to get more connected and really feel the fires of your own passion here. Universal hexagram, okay? If it's that true divine whole love, going back to this, okay? There's a lot that went on from this to this. How do you get this to become this? Divine feminine and divine masculine coming together in divine union. How do you get that? The Emperor. Aries could be a fire sign, could be Aries, could just be you stepping in, stepping up, being that person, going along with that passion, that fire. Okay, you see that? The Emperor, taking over, for real, taking control, taking the reins, making the calls, speaking up, like we talked about. Princess of Wands, Princess of Wands. That is awfully interesting. It's almost like no matter what you do, they may never change. No matter what you do, you might always be in pain. No matter, it's weird. You have this nice Emperor energy, and then to be followed with the Princess of Wands. Like, maybe after all that, you will start to talk more about your emotions or what you're feeling and shit like that. Kind of, if you're a little more closed off, you might be able to start opening up more, and that's what that Princess of Wands is. But if we're going with the princess narrative of all these princesses being something else, being different roadblocks, people, etc., then I see very little change with them. However, if this is your process, sure, maybe it's the beginning of a journey for you. I don't really know. Very interesting. Very interesting. I was like, sweet, wrapping it up with under 35, but I forgot these guys. We have this one on its side too. 6 is so. That is what I told you. Remember? The 5 of Swords is defeat, giving up, no resolution, no solution, no conclusion. And Princess of Swords comes in, tries to add one more sword. She's like, here, And maybe she just kind of sticks it in you and you're like, ugh, what the fuck was that? Or you do that and you're like going crazy, just like, I'm gonna do it. And it's like, whoa, what did you just threw a fucking sword in it, you know? No guarantees that it'll work. The whole goal was the Six of Swords. Isn't that what I said? Science, working it out, working together, creating a goddamn religious experience. But it's on its side. And it's with this priestess was here, right? With the Princess of Discs, and this was over here. You don't know if this is going to work out, and I can't tell you if it's going to work out because it's going to be up to you. If you continue to go down this road and deal with this bullshit and be financially fucked with like that, there's no telling if this is going to work. That's why this is on its side, because if it does work, cool, we have science. If it's in reverse, that shit ain't working. Those are some wasted experiments, no fucking theories involved kind of thing. But on its side, it's up in the air right now. If you make the right moves, it might. On the other side, Seven of Cups, debauch, excessive. I'm sensing some kind of addiction with you or the other person, but I think that's where the money's going. If it's not the other person, the whole narrative about this princess or whatever could be your addiction, because you did have the Nine of Swords and now you have the Seven of Cups, and it's excessive. But when you add it with the liquid, it could even be drinking, I always think. But yeah, something seriously, it's too much. It's way too fucking much. I do not understand why you're putting up with it, especially because you're Capricorn. Art, Sagittarius. Maybe you're dealing with Sagittarius, but maybe, you know, the thing is, art in most decks is actually temperance, and temperance is sobriety. So it might be time to take a break and realizing that you are doing more than just indulging. You're doing a little too much. It's time to take a little break. Or take that angst and creativity and fuel it into your creations. Ace of Cups, fulfillment within, you know, getting the right mindset, really getting your shit together. You tried to put your feelings in it, and now you got to put your head in it. It's going to be head over heart. That was in the Virgo video too, I think. I think it was Virgo. I think the title is like head versus heart or something like that. You should watch it if you are dealing with a Virgo, if you have Virgo in your chart, or if you just want an additional message, earth sign connections, okay? Check out the Virgo video, because head over heart. You need to start using your head here and not your heart, because your heart is leading you in the wrong direction. Two of Wands, Dominion. Especially when it comes to your relationship. Yeah, if you're with a Virgo, you need to go watch the Virgo video, because you need to start using your head in your relationship. It's too much right now. Something's going on. You need a break. You need to clear your head so that you can come back in and be a little more decisive. What's this one? Six of Wands, victory. Okay, this side is like a sure win almost, if you can do it. This is like, okay, Six of Wands, Six of Swords, victory. This is what you wanted. This is what your heart desired. You can achieve this goal. This one, unsure of, not sure. It might work out, it might not. We don't know yet. However, this, unpredictable. This, sure, you can put in your best efforts, but you don't really know if you can take the steps. You know you can get the outcome you want if you try. But if both parties aren't willing to try, then it's time to, you know, really decide. Because on this hand, the Princess of Discs and the Priestess, this is something that is certain. This is something you know you can do. This is something that you know you're good at. Okay? But you don't know if it'll work out. That's really tricky spot to be in, Capricorn. Super tricky spot. 40 minutes later, tricky spot to be in. But yeah, you need to take like a tolerance break, a physical break, a spiritual break, or you need to start to create a lot more and get some of this shit handled, directed, whatever it is. Could be Sagittarius. Maybe go check out the Sagittarius video. Again, if you're dealing with a Sagittarius or have Sagittarius in your chart, go. I don't know, but this is really hard work that you know will be worth it, but you don't know if you can accomplish it. Whereas this is really easy work that you know you can do, but you don't know if it'll happen for you. In conclusion, no conclusion. Let's just see what's going on in the work life. All right, 40 minutes in. I'm so sorry, Capricorn. Roanoke. Making me hungry. Go eat. Go get some food. Intermission. Focus on persuasive arguments and intelligent debate. It's time to step up, speak up. Remember, that was the whole theme of this reading. Speak up, and that includes at work. That includes on your creative projects with your collaborators, and with your bosses, in your meetings. Even if you are unemployed, it's about beefing up that resume, putting yourself out there, okay? Speak up. You can do this. You can get your way. You can state your case, and people will be like, damn, you really know what you're talking about. Like, this is your fucking shit. Yeah, you're in. I got you. I don't want to do that. Focus on persuasive arguments and intelligent debate. Maybe don't be so harsh with your words. Do that thing, that fancy Capricorn thing where they like insult you and you feel like good about it. You know, you have that delivery where it's just like, oh my God, did you just say that so politely to me? And we're absolutely right about it. Now I don't know how to feel, but I like you even more. Tap into that, Capricorn. You're really good at that. Yeah. No cussing and fighting and spitting and shit like that. It's dumb. It's not you. You got class, Capricorn. Keep it classy. Yes. Love that. Okay. So, I cannot believe that the Taurus and the Capricorn videos were the 50-minute long ones. And you know what? I would like to mention that when I watch Taurus readings, just in my, I like to just do shit and put a reading on instead of putting music on, okay? 90% of the readings I see, it's been happening for months. The devil comes up, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Who even is it? I don't even know. I have so many Capricorns in my life. I'm like, which one of you are stalking me? That's what it always is. Someone is obsessed with you. Someone's looking at your social media. And I'm like, the fuck? What's up with that? Capricorn? Come on, man. And then for the Hierophant, the Taurus, to show up, I'm just like, someone out here, right? There's some kind of connection, I think, with Taurus and Capricorn. And again, both 50-minute videos this week. This isn't 50 minutes yet, but by the time I'm done with this, I'm sure it will be. The two longest, though, especially because the Taurus one was all about soul bonds. So I just really feel like some of you are very strongly connected to a Taurus. Again, even if there's not one in your life in particular, like it is for me. Like, I have a lot of Capricorn friends and family, and I love them, and I hope they support me like I support them, kind of thing, right? I don't think that I have a relationship where they'd have to go behind my back about something or whatever. So I'm not trying to take that message personally, but just recognizing for all of you that there might be someone that you're supposed to be reaching out to. Okay. Ghost regret. Okay. Weird also that I'm bringing that up, because ghost regret is, you don't want to miss this. You don't want to regret this. Okay. You already regret it. You already are feeling kind of like, oh, wishy-washy. That was part of the whole Nine of Swords thing. I think if the drug or the relationship or whatever was going on didn't resonate, then there's some sort of self-torture that you're doing. And yeah, the ghost of regret. Really feeling haunted by something. Really just, it's 4:04 and 44 minutes at 1:44. Really regretting it. And then the lamp, remembrance. I'm seriously sensing somebody's mother's passed. But light a candle for them. Try to get in touch with people that you love that have passed on. If you need help, $10 off. I got you. Just hit me up. But now's a good time to reflect and try to connect. All right. Let's see what's going on. You don't want to regret. No regrets. No regrets. And you might be like, you know, something happened to someone, ended on bad terms, and that's why it's on your mind so heavily, because you're like, what can I do? You can still talk to them. You can still reach out, and I can help you if you need to. Okay. I just felt that in my lower back too. Like a mom would just come and embrace me like that. Oh, yeah. You know, like, yeah. I do that. So hit me up. $10 off only for the next couple days whenever Capricorn season ends, which I don't know. Zombie control. A lot of people are getting this one. I feel like this is just quarantine vibes, but it's also going back to the Nine of Swords being the drug addiction kind of thing. Or any addiction. Doesn't necessarily have to be drugs. Could just be the phone. Could be any kind of media, TV, whatever it is. You're a fucking zombie. Something has control over you. You're like maybe a little obsessed about something and just like really unfocused and really just like letting someone else take your power. Right? Someone else is dictating you, whether it's a person or a thing that you consume. That's happening to you. Okay. Messages for Capricorn. That's too much. Messages for Capricorn. What's going on? Okay. I don't know how to explain this. So if you don't watch, whoa, god damn it. If you don't watch my videos, I get messages. It's like clairaudience. Okay, I can hear people or things or connect, stuff like that. I think everyone can. So sometimes I'm a little self-conscious about it, oddly enough. Don't know why I just admitted that, but I'm like, buy a reading, and then I'm like, yeah, I don't know. But kind of a joke. I'm pretty confident in it. It's just a little unnerving, isn't it? What I'm hearing is literally the word silence, but this building, pressuring feeling, and the phrase speak up underneath it. So I think Capricorn, you're hardcore projecting silence, but inside, literally rattling with emotions. Okay? Really intense. Don't know where it's coming from. It might be kind of like your ancestors kind of vibe, right? Where it's like they need you to be their voice. Okay? Or you can allow me to be their voice. If there's someone in particular someone needs to talk to, I feel like that comes up in every single goddamn Capricorn rating. Werewolf, exploring wildness. Breaking the mold, doing something new, going out of your comfort zone, dude. Celebrating the full moon. Howl at that shit. Ow! Okay, especially if there was a dog going on. Appreciate this dog's inability to train or whatever the fuck's going on. Just try to like have fun with it like you would with a kid, right? Interact with the dog like you would with a kid. Anyway, jack-o'-lantern protection goes right along with this lamp thing. So I really feel like someone passed on and wants to connect with you, Capricorn. I don't know. I feel like it comes up a lot. So I'm just encouraging you, next couple days, $10 off, last chance for Capricorn season. Light a candle. Have a little memorial for yourself, with yourself, you know, for someone else. They are divinely protecting you. They are making sure that you succeed, even if your uncertainty is preventing you from moving, okay? Skeleton, strength. Have the strength to walk away. Have the strength to carry on. Feel it in your bones. Have a confidence within you, okay? Stand up. Get it through that skull, Capricorn. And then the hearth, happiness in our hearts and our homes. Bringing it all in and building that fire. Getting cozy with it, okay? It's family shit. It's family shit. Be comfortable. Be warm. And not only be physically warm, but express that warmness, okay? We all need a little sunshine in our lives. I'm sure you could muster being that sunshine for someone, right? I think like that's good. Couple face down cards. The underworld. This one's popping up a lot lately too. Very interesting. Where all things pause and begin again. So it's winter time. Yeah. Persephone is in Hades. With Hades in the underworld. However that works. Makes perfect sense that it came up for Scorpio, Sagittarius, and now Capricorn. Which I did Scorpio yesterday and I just did Sagittarius, but yeah. And then last but not least, scrying, intuition. Listen to your intuition. Whatever popped in your mind when I said something, go with that intention. Even if it started to not kind of make sense, just go with it anyway. All right. Use your intuition. When you're going about life, if you're like, should I go this way or should I go that way? My heart's telling me to go that way. I think I will. I might supposed to be going that way, but I'm going to go that way. Okay. Listen to your intuition. Try to see it too. You know, you might have a little, is it claircognizance? I don't know. Or clairvoyance. I don't remember which one is the gift of sight. But I feel like it's tight. It's in you for sure. You kind of know. You kind of see it already. This is your sign to make it a reality and to believe in yourself. All right? That's what I'm getting. But 50 minutes, what I say would be. Okay. I gotta book a reading. Love you. Thank you. I hope it was all right. Okay, next time.